Pocket Kingdom, a floating island enchanted with many block-pushing puzzles. I played this game a bit last year, but never ended up finishing it for some reason. And then of course when I came back to finish it here, I had the volume for the game way too high, so the footage is kind of unusable. But that's fine. It has been nearly a full calendar year since I've last played the game. I think going from the beginning is not even a bad idea. Especially because with some of the, things that I found out over the course of the game, might be able to do some things a little bit differently. Maybe. We'll see. Either way, now that I know kind of exactly what I'm doing in the game, yeah, it might have been a full calendar year, but I still remember every game I play pretty well. It's my blessing and my curse. That I should be able to go through it at a pretty decent pace. Still going to be talking to all the NPCs and everything, but I should mostly know the solutions to the puzzles. Maybe. I don't know. I remember a lot of the solutions that I ended up coming up with the first time around were sort of probably not intended. We'll see. Anyway, as always, the classic story of having to get away from creditors by going and taking pictures of God. Classic video game story. I mean, if the only other video game that you've played is Pikmin 2, I guess. I hate that guy. Well, here we are. Back to it with old Tim Tom. And then I'm going to be checking the diary pretty much anytime I get in something here. Photos of a flying island and maybe a god, I mean, this is making an attempt here, right? All right. And then right up here, we got everybody's favorite wizard telling me that I'm going to be trapped here forever. Because this guy apparently does not know about the several ways to actually get out of the island. I mean, it's not like super easy. It does require you to have to go like talk to pirates, which, I mean, is not the most pleasant thing, right? But I don't know if it's either that or be stuck on this island forever. I would be stuck on this island forever. But Tim Tom is not me. That's the thing. Sure, I may be controlling Tim Tom, but not the same character, right? Person? Would I call myself a character? Maybe. I mean, I guess I was a good thing with that. And buy a new Zeppelin. Get the priorities, if you can get off of the island. All right, let's get right in here, get right on to it, right? Or, wrong button. Have to remember controls. Yeah, well, there was some guy that raised the staff near me. I feel like that might have something to do with it rather than just, an accidental crash into the islands. There's just some dude over there casting magic spells all willy-nilly. Which is actually, this is just the same bit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail that I'm describing right now, aren't I? Well, hey, between like this and Fallout 2, I suppose it's, that's probably why I was thinking about that, now that I'm considering it. This game has filled me with, that game filled my brain with so much 90s ephemera. And it's now unfortunately, right. You get your tutorial on that, Now it's spilling out into other series. I suppose as you would expect. What do you expect it? Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna get away with playing a game like that and then not? be forced into referencing things yourself. It's the cycle of references, of course. Alright, pretty simple. I mean, hey, I said block pushing puzzles. I'm pushing some blocks around here. Tim Tom up in the Hall of Fame along with, Babas, along with the Lady Greys, along with the box with the smile drawn on it. I don't know. Have I played any other specifically like sokoban based games? I mean, I played those a lot. But I guess I haven't played like a huge amount. Yes, very well aware of the pirates. We'll be talking to them soon enough, of course. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, I know what I'm doing here. Know about Spelunky Guy. Probably maybe more of a symptom of a similar art style rather than an explicit reference. But, you know, it still does look like Spelunky Guy. Yeah, this is, in fact, a mobile game. I mean, it's hence the name Pocket Kingdom and everything like that. You can see, like, the little button in the bottom left corner and everything. It's meant to be played at, like, 10 minutes, 10-minute chunks and everything like that, which is why, especially if you know all the puzzles, it's not a tremendously long game. I've still never actually played a game on my phone. I just don't have games on my phone. Yeah, no. There is. It's just, nobody's trying hard enough. That's the whole thing. It's like Tim Tom's gonna get out of here and be like, I don't know, maybe I should go, like, tell some of these people about, you know, the other ways that you can, get off the island. As I am haunted by this environmental station alpha, eyeball. It would be pretty unsettling if people were just telling me that constantly. Nope. Wait, wrong button. I am playing this on my controller because I don't know how to open up the... I don't know how to go through the menu easily on the keyboard. Otherwise, I would just do that. And not that there's going to be a whole lot of fighting in this game. It's a block-pushing game. It's not a fighting game. Yeah, you might have crashed right into the island, ruining your Zeppelin. I'm gonna have to spend all the money that I get getting pictures of God just to go fix up my ride here. All right. No, that's not good. Yeah. Only ladders and doors, right? For some reason. Not explained. So not only... But yeah, that just means enchanted with wraparound. But yeah, it's like... It pretty much does mean that that's going to be an important part of the entire... Indeed, it is not merely rumors. Gameplay mechanics here. Alright, and that is how that works. How you doing, Spelunky Guy? Probably, if they're going through several screens, that would probably do it. As the water is just wrapping around to the other side and probably just absolutely ruining the interior of that wall. Oh boy, that is going to be an issue that hopefully I will not have to be here for. I'll be getting there in this very day. Yeah, you know, the funny thing is I did kind of screw up this puzzle now, didn't I? But also at the same time, what does it even matter if I can't go through that door? Because, you know. Yeah, speaking of the walls, though, it's like I do also have just a key kind of scratched into the wall, something that only I could possibly see, but, well, also you. They're like a Sierpinski carpet. And of course, the cipher. It's interesting. I still am not quite sure. I have finished the game. Well, I mean, I finished one ending. Still not quite sure what to do with like some of the characters around here. Because although I do get lore here, clearly there's more stuff to do. I can give the Sierpinski carpet to him. Is that a thing I want to do? I don't know. Well, it's a good thing I still have my my old notepad document with all the translations for everything here. Still not perfectly done, though, at the same time. Because there are, like, things I am missing. I got the basic alphabet down, but there's still things that I'm missing related to that. I know, there's definitely deeper puzzles to be had here. But for right now, we're just going to go get regular ending. Then I might save that for a stream or something. I'm thinking about it. No metal. Any metal that touches the eastern slope rocks just bursts into flames. Which would not usually be a problem for metal, but, you know. It's very hot. And I'm sure I probably could. I did manage to find probably the one piece that I think I'm missing there. They do give hints on, like, locations of items and stuff like that. And yeah, there is this whole thing, too. The west... What if that would put me inside the mountain? Well, then you'll die! Thanks, purple-robed guy. Yeah. But, yeah, if I'm taking a look at the items that I got here, it does sort of give, like, a hint where they might be located or, like, how to use them. But, yeah, and this was the one that I found. I found this item. Did not know, like, how to actually use it. I've got a pretty good idea, though. All right. Let's get on with this here. First off, don't want to push that onto the button there because that's just going to make things pretty much unwinnable for me. However, if I push this... Yeah, that should work. Because that'll get that down there. Push that right on here. Easy. And puzzles stay solved when you solve them, so I'm not going to need to figure out how to do that in reverse. But it's every video game. I can't really think of a whole lot of video games where keys are a bad thing. I'm sure I've seen them used as like a negative thing to have keys, but usually that's in addition to positive key usages as well. Also these lasers. They just have lasers around here. Nobody really talks about them. They just say, hey, there's like traps set up. I guess that's normal in, by the way, District of Board Lanterns. Not even the correct name. I can't believe the shoddy map design going on here. Anyway. Yeah, yep, sure am. Seen one around? Oh, good. I mean, I kind of assumed so, what with the whole enchantment and everything here. Am I? No, I'm not actually playing this on a phone, right? Perhaps. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Yeah, hence the name, I suppose, right? Tired and or bored lanterns. A spell of oblivion is so ominous when you say it like that. And I'm sure probably everybody did. The thing is that it's still a smoking wreckage over there, isn't it? Was that what that guy was doing? Waving around that staff? Somebody should... And then just promptly explode, as one does when exposed to a laser. You would think it would be like, I don't know, cauterizing or something, because it is very hot, but, well, no, you explode. That's video game logic, baby. You just are always exploding all the time. I don't really know what the deal with that is. Yeah, and it's probably going to be a null pointer for a while, in all likelihood. Yes. Go exchange the currency, of which I've only ever been able to find 3 coins, so... There's got to be a way to get more, but I don't know how. That's got to be like related to other ending type of stuff here. Things related to the cipher and whatnot, right? I'll only have one thing here that I can buy, and that's this. I guess Tim Tom, using a video game protagonist senses, is able to figure out exactly what the one necessary item is here. So what do you got? I mean, I know how to get 3 money. And there are other things here, too. And then the blue. Demon key. So you do. I do know that I think that you require those cubes for something just kind of over to the right there a bit. East, whatever you would call it. They could be, indeed. Man, not that I'll ever be able to get in there. I'll never be authorized. It's kind of sad in that way. Alright, but then there was also down here, this just requires the red key that I just saw. It's pretty easy to figure out where some of these things go, at least. Food, simple barter. Yeah, I talked to it. Good lore going on, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Pumps water from below. Tim Tom glances down. It's just like, uh-huh? The ocean? Well, anyway. Suppose that is all for that. Now, the wall that only I could possibly see, as well as this helpful little sign right here, it's just like, does inform me that there may be keys about. Something that I have been told about, and their relative importance and everything like that. Man, that's rough. I mean, probably still an easier trip than me crashing into the side of the place, but, you know. If not outright invisible. They are super not. You can see them very easily. Now that's... You know, I got better ways to... I got better ways to escape the kingdom. Yeah, see? Look, you can see them right there. It's easy. It's simple. Sometimes I feel like people around here just don't have that sort of video game protagonist sense that Tim Tom does. Not able to see things that... As a video game protagonist, just right in front of me. And it's very obvious. By the way, this area I don't think is even connected to anything else. Yeah, if I'm looking at the map, just area unknown. It's completely separate from everything. See a little minecart over in the corner, but... Okay, the shadow of a minecart, which, I mean, I think I can actually... Yeah, it's like it does give you... Right there. That's... something used in a Zeppelin. Wherever that could possibly be. Oh yeah, and then I am going to actually need to... good try, idiot. I mean, very... Well, there's a reset button. I don't know why I did it like that, especially because, you know, hey... do still need to... Wait, no, I could have just walked around to the wraparound. There's a wraparound going on. Oh, Tim Tom, you're trying your best here, and I am not really living up to clearly your incredible Captain Toad-esque skills going on here. Can jump, you know. E. Tim Tom, however, can, of course, fall an infinite distance and everything like that. So, I mean, it's not going to be running into any sort of Dark Souls 2 or Ghost of Tsushima for this stupid channel sort of scenario, exploding knees scenarios, right? All right, well, I got my key. That's really all I need. Does sort of look like there might be other stuff. Now that I know that things are like scratched into the wall, I feel like I should be looking around for that, but I don't really remember seeing much of anything else. Obviously, I could just reset the puzzle and properly, but the wraparound. I should be reminding myself of this sort of thing just constantly. Hey. So I've seen. Somebody just kind of put... There's something about the way that there's just a big golden gate in the middle of the floor. Like, who did that? Yumo, I guess. Who else would do that? Still, though, it's kind of weird how it's just there. Yes, I mean, we've already established this. Lasers make things explode. And there you go. Oh, I'm so good at puzzling. Especially with that. Leave just enough of the golden spikes there. Or the top of the thing just to create some golden spikes to trip up anybody that's also walking through here. So I've heard. In fact, the furnace down there gave me some pretty, helpful advice related to that. Yeah, I translated it all from that one dialogue box. And I did the same thing for Fez with the polyhedron. Why not? Not long ago. Like, are you talking within the last, I don't know, couple days here? Because, or maybe even the last couple hours? Because it seems to be a rather new development. And I mean, I can give it a try. Alright, that guy was wearing a black top hat. Tim Tom has bad memory, I guess. And pretty much just kind of the same thing. It's like, yeah. More or less. Then we get this. This is sort of the alphabet. And it does appear to be like the furnace on the right there, and something that I'm aware of on the left, but... Yeah, it's like the alphabet, but then it has more stuff than merely the alphabet as it continues on. And I don't know what that means. I mean, it certainly must mean something. But those are... As far as I can tell, they are not... Maybe they're numbers? That would make sense if we are making like the Fez comparisons and everything like that. Maybe I'm supposed to be typing in numbers or something like that. Somewhere in the world. Yeah, I do actually refer to at least somebody, at least one person as a Splunker. Of course, you just need to, go and talk to the dumb Mario reference. If only someone could, push this guy out of the way. And these, a couple of them are letters. Some of them are letters that have an extra line next to them. Some of them are inverted letters. I don't know what exactly they mean. So it's sort of similar to the cipher, but not really. There's extra stuff with the cipher going on that I am just unaware of. And I suppose I'm not really going to be figuring out, at least for the time being. Indeed it does. I can tell by the verdant blocks. Moss covered, perhaps? Think twice before you push it. Well, what sort of problem would there be related to me pushing this blue box here? I know exactly what it is. It's like they want me to do it like this. Because otherwise there's no real way that I'll be able to get the buttons lined up to actually pass over this, right? No, I've played a video game before. I've played this video game before, in fact. As it turns out, this game that I've been talking about the entire time, I played it before. There's also video evidence of that, as well as, you know, my word on it, really. Very demanding signs over here. Hey. Oh, you talk like this is some sort of big puzzle. I know exactly what I'm doing. But then also there's this up here, which gives a much more clear idea of what you're going to want to do. No, it's not that difficult to understand. Got one with a Mario reference and one with some sort of wacky pipe system going on. Already taking a look. Already noted and double noted. Dually noted, I like to say. There's your hint on resetting the level, which is pretty easy at least. Hey. Yep, I have seen. Often, I would actually say it seems. I wonder what you could be referring to. Is it the fact that we are walking on the ceiling? Maybe. Certainly a possibility. Alright, well, what am I actually doing here then? I mean, can just, you know, of course, do that. And push that here, and there you go. That's how you solve a puzzle, baby. Easy as that, really. So there's one of the 3 coins that I am aware of in the game. Okay, fine. A plant, evidently. Hey, I mean, there's a place where I could go plant that if you want me to. That's probably better than suspended in a tank. I guess. No, I need a rocket launch to move the blocks. Oh yeah. Makes sense. Standard sort of tools to be using for any sort of sokoban based game, right? All right. Now from here, I mean, there's, as always, sometimes when you got very few options in what to do, it's kind of obvious how things work, right? Makes it handy like that. Indeed I have. And doors and ladders are not that? And you find yourself in a deadlock. And I suppose I could try and force that to happen. Like, here, for example. But yeah, it's like just to see what that actually looks like, because I don't know if I have, I'm even like aware of what that looks like. No, I can't like push that over to the right. Toad's Tower, as you do. But yes, like I don't even know how I would force out a deadlock in any way. Portal to the Afreet. Just like, oh, they're so mysterious, and here they just have a sign pointing to one of the portals. I don't think that guy. Once again, I don't think people look around very hard to actually try to escape this place. Once. You can just get, there's a sign leading to it. All right, and then over here, of course, hi. Yep. And that's cool and everything, but I guess I'm gonna need a mushroom, and there is a place I can get a mushroom, right? Oh, these things around here. Certainly mushroom-like. It's not that. Maybe I can't actually pick up a mushroom. Strange. Don't know what to make of it, really. But there's also this place up here, which I feel like I should just go knock out right now. After all, it's like, it is just right here. Kind of already prepared for the solving, right? Okay, and then... Well, actually, no. I want to go from this side. The old wraparound. Up and down, left and right, they're all the same thing. It's interesting how that works. And right back down. No exploding knee issues, right? Hey! No problem. I mean, I also won the key, too. Almost. But not everything. Also, one of those keys that... One of them video game keys that gets used and leaves you forever for some reason. You know, like normal keys. Actually, where am I even going right now? I guess I'm just leaving, right? I don't really have too much else to be doing. Although I do need to kind of get back into the right position here, too. Okay, let's just do this. There. Easy. And I suppose I should go talk to the Afreet, right? Hey! Well, hey, you got anything first? Oh, no, I have. It is universal. Well, might change that soon enough. As far as meeting Yumo goes. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Don't know what that means, but it is interesting. Yep. Well, so you know my name, I see. Not that I'm really even quite sure what to make of that, but hey. Obviously, I can give you a key. Not asking for a key, but I can give it. Also warns me about giving the key over to the other Afreet, which I don't know how to not do. Might be able to figure that out at some point, though. Maybe? Just kind of like I have no particular reason as to why it might not be true. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, just in the meantime here, continue on. Gotta go solve this silly fish-related puzzle. Of course. Oh no, I'm well aware. And I am going to do exactly that. When, you know, the time even comes. World-renowned! Lol. Oh no, I'm well aware of what I'm going to be doing with this. I mean, there's an entire little blueprint right over there. There's a skull. Would not have done very well in the Void Dungeon, let me tell you. Nor very well in terms of embodying Baba. Well, okay, I mean, anybody that plays Baba as you embodies Baba. But you know, it's not about merely being Baba. You want to do it well, all right? At least that's what I would assume if you were playing the game. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. It's just like, wait a second. No, there's another ladder right here. I don't have to go back through the same way that I did before, right? Well, yes. Nope. I am aware. And I already got it. So let me just put a gate right here. Special boots. So, you know, go. There they are. They're right there. You got it. Congratulations. Oh, everything's automatically used anyway. I'm not really looking at the inventory as it is. Hooray! There you go. Take that, Captain Toad. I can jump even while wearing a big heavy backpack. Imagine that. And I have been looking at that to kind of get a good idea of what's happening, right? Oh, yes. The old rocket launcher, of course. Going leading over to the pirate docks, as one does. See, this guy knows. This guy knows what's up, what we're doing here. Yeah, they're not that dangerous. Come on now. This isn't a combat-oriented game. Yes. Well, let's go see up here first. Because there are like a couple more things that I can do more related to. Well, stuff that I'm not going to be able to do much with in the future, right? Yes. Nor look at anything. I guess that's a... No, that's dumb. That's a dumb way to do that. I'm gonna just go talk to the pirates. They got magic boats. Like, wait, what more do you gotta say there? It's like, if you are someone with a magic boat, then you are someone I want to talk to about using your magic boat. I'm sure we can work something out. Of course. Pirates have wants and needs too. Maybe they want a big gear. They don't want a big gear, but I want a big gear. No, stealing all of Yorick's ship parts. Nah, and then there's also this place here. It's the abandoned temple, as said on the sign. No, that's funny because the temple's right there. Yeah. And somehow I missed doing that on my first playthrough, which is pretty weird. Where you do need some trinkets to open this up, but doesn't seem like it was too difficult to do so. At least yeah, whatever. At least after I wandered through the map a second time and everything. I don't know. And it's like getting the old... I was doing like an old look around just to kind of see, hey, what's going on over here as I am, you know, figuring out, remembering the controls because it had been a while since I played. But whatever, I suppose, right? Push that right there. Easy. And I do need a key, of course. Which, wait, do I have a key? Yeah. I just grabbed it from the previous screen, right? Now his memories back, eh? I'm not even going to be here long enough to worry about that, I think. I don't know. Strange. That is unusual. But I don't know if that's like something that I can really use. And then, yeah, you know, the classic monk hook shot type of thing, right? All right, and there's the first one. Obviously, rocket launcher's the other sort of a major thing that I'm going to be doing or using here. And it is one helpful piece of equipment, to be sure. You can really utilize this to trivialize a lot of these puzzles. Perhaps, maybe a bit too much at some points. Maybe. I don't know, that's a kind of a presumptuous thing to say, but I feel like not every use case was accounted for with some of the tools that you can get here. Oh, no problem at all. I know what I'm doing. Obviously, it's all perfectly set up to utilize the hookshot, as you can see. I even had another key. I didn't remember if I got that at this point or not. I have. I was actually talking to one of them. You know, they got magic boats. What's up with that? It's a very unusual sort of thing. Well, yeah, I mean, it's this magical island. It does have magical goods on it and everything. Shoot the target. Not that shooting the target really does anything. It's just to tell you, it's like, hey, you can schmoove yourself right across here because, of course, you know, wrap around. That sort of deal. Does get you sort of stuck there, right? Might grab right on there. It's some pretty handy, some pretty useful sort of stuff. I fell down again. Some pretty useful sort of stuff that you can do with this hook shot, I tell you. I still probably prefer the rocket launcher, which because it launches rockets. You know, that sort of thing. It's not something, you know, maybe as useful as like being able to hook shot onto stuff, but it is pretty cool. All right, yank this thing over here. And actually all I really need to do is like have it pushed from the other side. Thanks to the old wraparound. You can just do that. To get over on the right side of it again. Easy peasy. This is again why Tim Tom, Master Sokoban, character type person. Alright, give me right over here. And one more key, throw it on the pile, as I'm sure I'm going to be using it almost instantaneously. Yeah, you can see that there's a door right there. Just push that off. Yeah, look, we don't need any more, you know, like the regular wooden boxes. Only the most powerful boxes are required now. Ah, yes, let me just go grab this fish inside of a chest. A very normal. I mean, it's the Pocket Kingdom, right? Everything's enchanted. Everything's magic. That's just how it is. But as stated here, once again. But I can do a Zelda reference. You found some wacky ones, like getting memories back and dreaming. That does not seem. That seems like you just traded one place that you were trapped in for another. Yes, heard that. Heard Omsk before. Don't know what that means still. Ah, yes, then of course. Can't forget about you now, can I? Restrained from leaving. That's a. You can call anything a pocket if you're going to be that careless with the word. Well, let's talk to him. Hey. I mean, I guess. I'm giving it an attempt. Yeah, so did the other guy. All right. Quite a title. Difficult one to remember, and probably even more difficult to put on like a resume, right? Of course. What else? It's my key. It has my face on it, right? Of course, of course. And that does give me a pretty helpful portal to just go right back to town, so that's cool at least. And that's why I can never get into the authorized door, because now it's being blocked by a portal. So I only know where to get 3 money. And I don't know of a way to not just, you know, continue on with the game without getting that. So I need to do it. Now that I have a hook shot, I guess I can actually sort of properly do this now, right? There you are. It's pointless, but because it's just gonna just do that. I mean, I guess maybe it's like slightly shorter path there, if that's something you care about. And I certainly don't. Cool hook shot, eh? It is almost a shame that it's like you go through so much work to get your first hook shot, and then they just kind of have them scattered around the map after that. Because it's not like you have an inventory, right? That sort of deal. Got to... well, I suppose it doesn't really matter too much now. It's like we can just unhit that. Although then again... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to reset this entire one. Didn't really plan on you going through here one more time, but you can. Nothing's stopping you from doing so, right? Right, and then real quick, go solve this all proper like, right? Not getting anything that's going to give me the ability to like bypass lasers at any point in time soon, right? You'll need to fill the pit with water. Fine, fine, fine. If you're gonna force me to do it all like that. There you are. Go throw that fish down there, and then yeah, I got the other one too. I got the other, the small, the still large but smaller, otherwise, gear there, right? And there it goes. Send it right off, baby. You got Mario here. Well, that's the character seeing like the loading screen. And of course, how else do you have your piping system working, right? Like it does require you to have some sort of immortal fish, but you know the cheese is also equally immortal, right? Thanks. And that's how you unlock that thing. You can also pretty clearly see that there is like a mushroom thing down there, which seems meaningful, but I don't know what to do with it. And your reward will be nothing, because this is not a combat-oriented game. Yeah, no, it's not going to be as simple as just doing that. That would be silly. What sort of game do you think you're playing here? Because whatever it is not one where you can shoot NPCs with a rocket launcher. I mean, you can. It's just... Look, it's an exceptionally powerful rocket launcher, just not against living things. Barry Burton would not be a huge fan of this one. There you go. And there's one more coin got, too. Now, I can also, considering that I am sort of right here, can push that out of the way as well. And shoot you, which does nothing, but at least because that guy's actually got a hitbox on him, it looks like it hits him rather than just going past him. That's fun, right? I think it is. There you go. That's all 3 of them, baby. What more do you need? If only I didn't have to... I just have no idea where else to go and get money. Because there's two other things to be bought. I don't know. Now, well, in the meantime, though, it's just like going right back up to the Ifrit. I'll be able to just go grab the thing and use the portal kind of going back and forth there, right? Should be rather simple. It is weird how inverting gravity works like that, right? Hey. Yep. And I'll be taking that one. I mean, I guess. Like, I don't want to, but I'm gonna do it. I was wondering if that was gonna actually like pull me through the portal and but doing something else wacky, right? Very good. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. As I've already been told. It's like, no, you just want to go over to the caves. There's something in the caves. And yeah, well, first off, there's that. But second off, I don't think I went into these portals before? Or something? Like, yeah, no, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, warp device. Useful, great, big fan. Special mark to the left side of the map. And it is just, you know. If I can get the real, which is good, but I don't know. Inactive warp location, active warp location. Area is the Omsk. Going through the dream realm. Well, hey, it's a good thing that I already have this handy hook shot here, because there's the first lamp. Done easy as that. Got a second one right here. Which, by the way, any other info on where I'm at right now? This is the Pirates. You can see there's a third one right there, too. Grab you, because that's clearly what they are intending for me to be doing here. What does that button even do for me? I don't know. Yeah, it's like there's a button here, but it doesn't do anything. Strange. Curiouser and curiouser, right? Okay, there's the way out. Still gotta go get the key, though, right? I mean, I said, what am I even thinking? I can just do this. Makes it pretty simple. And yeah, that's pretty much everything, right? At least everything I need to be able to just go get the lantern right after this. As far as I can tell. And do that. Ah, yes. Oh, that's why they... Oh, okay. Man, they're really going to make me do that entire... Whatever, it's fine. Look, it's only going to take like 5 seconds to be able to do this, right? So, push this one right over here. Real quick, go grab that. So I can get this. Obviously, what they wanted me to do is they wanted me to grab this so that I can do that. There you go. That was the real solution that they were looking for as far as stuff is going here. I tell you. All right. Push that up there. I'll go over, throw down the very silly, very conspicuous golden gate, and there is the second lantern. It's beautiful. Magenta, everything like that. Right. And now, third one was this one here, right? Yes, yes. Which... just like this to start with. I mean, first off, there's my exit point, so that's cool. Push you right there. Get everything kind of in place, right? And then... yeah, what I suppose I'm looking for. I mean, this gets rid of my tools. But if I head over here... can, I think, loop around well enough to go and start hitting stuff off of places, which is what I'm kind of looking for. So that's handy. Don't think I want to... I mean, I think that the way... I probably want to make this work is to go over here. They might get rid of my stuff, but they don't get rid of my stuff that much. If I get that pushed down there, that should be... it should be good to go push that on there. And then same thing with the other one, and... yes, and then without... and then with the just kind of loop back around over here. Because as soon as I get back up onto the ceiling... sort of... it's like, yeah, what I want to do is I want to get a... well, I can just push this, of course. Which I think is probably more what they were planning for me to do anyway. Yeah, okay, there you go. There it is. There you are. Let's go get me on out of here, I suppose. So that's all three of the lanterns. I mean, I can warp back, but at the same time, too, I also now have the ability to just warp to wherever I want at any point, right? It is kind of an entire thing, right? All that one in. Bam. One more for good measure. And there you are. Just random little the ladder that just kind of shows up. It had to have the lamps charge up a little bit first, right? And hooray! It didn't help in any way. But there is clearly a place for this thing. If I had that. Otherwise, pretty cool. And, you know, that's clearly Yumo there and everything, as we've seen on that one parchment. Still, though, I don't know. I still don't like that I had to help out the Afreet there, because I feel like that's not the, like, solution that you want to do, or something like that. You know what? Let's go back here so I can go and grab the... oh, and it doesn't have the rocket launcher anymore. Thought that would have respawned, because usually it does that? I don't know. Alright, well, whatever. It's like everything is already solved around here. It's as easy as just kind of like wandering right back to where I am looking for. And then go over to the right there instead. Go meet up with the pirates. Try and see if there's any way that I can convince them to let me use their magic boats. Because that's the real goal here, right? I'm not going to go take a potion to fall asleep and enter Morpheus' domain. That's ridiculous. What is that sort of nonsense even? Or am I going to just, you know, try and fly away? Do have another Zeppelin. There it is. The lock was pretty tricky. Still just mostly focusing on the trying to get money thing. To destination unknown. There's also an electronic key slot. I know exactly where to get that. The electronic key slot. Not here, but Yeah, like you can see right there, and that's going right through the door which requires that red key. But I don't have money, is the thing. Still think that I should be able to I should be able to get that if I just had any idea how to get one more coin. All I would need is but a single extra coin, and that would be everything. And that would do it, right? Oh, wait, actually, I think I didn't want to do it like that, but very similar sort of thing, right? All right. Fall right down over here. Let the flowers kind of... Although, do I want to go push... Yeah, actually, no. You know what? I do want to go push that one block there over there first. So let's reset it one more time. Push that down there. And then, because that is... Oh, yeah, and that's also covering up one of those right there. Good. Right, this should be pretty simple to go through here at this point then, right? And yeah, it should be as easy as just like go over here, because that one little tiny bump there is going to stop me from kind of pulling the box too far. And that nets me one more key. Need a lot of them. Been pretty explicitly told about that, right? E. All right. Oh, this one. I don't quite remember this one, because I did also figure out silly ways to break this too. All right, not like that. So you do have like a gate up there, which is clearly, you know, something. Something that would be... Actually, wait, no. What I want to do first is... grab you over here. Then here's the thing, actually. So if I were to try and grab the wall over there, it doesn't even work. Which is a shame, because, you know, otherwise I could just bypass the entire stupid blue gate. Except... Sloppy work, developers. All right, and this does lead me up somewhere else here to some other location full of something. I don't know. Well, anyway, number one thing, I think just grab that, right? Which is good. If I pull this, that'll just, yeah, destroy that immediately. Which works for me. Push this over here. Yeah, now I'm just like making sure that I'm not going to screw something up here, right? Well, I can just use this to push that one over one. What exactly... Okay, and that should actually solve everything, taking a look at it right now. Going to need to get this block over here, but there you go. Damn, I am good at video games. I suppose I should also probably go see like what the what's the little chest over here as well too, right? I don't need a key. I mean, I don't need a key. I do need a key. I don't have a key. Well, everything's solved for the most part. Oh, but of course, it just then unsolves it for me. Harumph, I say. Well, anyway, I could just do the same thing once again, I suppose. Still, though. I totally had that. I can't believe that you have refused to just give me the win on that one. Okay, there you go, there you go. Push that on there. Use the hook shot this time to do the thing. Right? Alright. Because, yeah, it's like they explicitly give you a hook shot up here into everything. It's just... There. There. It's all solved. Yeesh. then it's this puzzle again. I don't. What a weird thing. I remember I found this in the last time that I was recording this too. But it's just like this is just the same puzzle again. Not quite sure what the deal is, to be honest. Except this time, instead of having a lantern there, it's a key. Maybe something got like screwed up or something like that. But then again, or maybe I'm not supposed to be able to even get up here in the first place. I could not tell you. Now, what was the bit here? Yeah, go over here, shoot you right off. Bingo, bango. Shoot the other two then. And that will... I mean, not like that. You need to actually shoot them, you know, what, with bullets. Or missiles, as it were. That should be good. And then... yeah, it's like I just... and then it's like, yeah, just go and push the stuff over here then. What a strange thing. There's just, yeah... might have been like a mistake or something like that. Who knows? And then just drop right back down here. And there's the key. Gotten in the same way that I did that last time. Whoops. Well, you don't. It doesn't matter because I can just teleport out of here, right? And get me right back over here. And I can go and open up this chest. Which, I mean, the map there kind of already told you exactly what that's supposed to be. But there it is. A lamp bulb. Which is good. I don't... like, that is... and that seems to be the thing that if I could get that electronic lock, that would kind of solve the entire deal for me. But I don't know. Oh yeah, I suppose I'm gonna need to reset this from the beginning due to the wacky way that I kind of did everything there, right? But there is that. So, interesting, I like think so. And that would normally lead me in here, but that doesn't matter. Nope. You got stuck, use the warp button on the map, no problem. The button will lift the blue block. Well, let's just do that right there. There you go. Alright, blue block lifted. Blue block status, lifted. Which, I mean, yeah, and then I guess you want me to use the warp button and everything to kind of make that work, but also, whatever, it's fine. Oh boy, what do we got here? Okay, I think I remember this one now. What you need to do is just go shoot that one there. And then the entire thing is that... actually, I don't even want to do that. No. I want to go back and get the rocket launcher again because I want to push that onto the button. Just make like a big old U loop around to avoid picking that up again. Alright. From here, then... the idea is that I need to... go and push it. Yeah, like I want to maneuver this block over to the right side so that I can have it wrap around and everything. And that should have it block the other laser. It's very difficult to actually get a block onto that button there in the middle of the screen, which is why it's pretty clearly supposed to be one of those things that that exists mostly just so you can press it once. And like let blocks through. There you go. Easy-ish. Even go just like push this over here, make absolutely sure even if I hit that button again that there's not going to be, I don't know, lasers hitting me in the face or anything like that, which would be bad. Yeah. And I got it. But I don't know. I was hoping that I didn't need to. Yes. Indeed it is. It's also, clearly, I know that this is the point in the map that what this does is this wraps around to like the mushroom type of area and whatnot. But it's like, I don't know. Do not know. Oh? So there's something here. What does the button do, though? Is there even a way that I could get like a block up here to be able to hit this button? There is... Yeah, there's like a wall. Huh. Curious. I don't know what that means, though. Because, yeah, there's no indication as to what... Huh. I don't know. Kind of had the feeling there was something else to this room. It's just too unusual for that to not be the case, right? But what do I do with that, though, is the thing. It doesn't even really give me an indication as to what that even does by hitting it. Yeah, I've talked to the guy before. Quite a few, indeed. Yeah, of course. No, it's fine. We'll be friends and whatever by the time I'm done with this. Okay, you know, hey, this does give me a rocket launcher right here. Maybe I can go and do something. I don't know. Can, like, push that down there, which is cool and everything. Is there... It's so strange to me, but I don't know what to make of it. And those are all too far away for me to be able to hit with the hook shot. Definitely some interesting things going on here. And also some interesting... Well, they already gave me a rocket launcher, so just do that immediately, right? Which does sort of present its own problem when I do it like that, right? So go right up here, right down here. I mean, that's something. Oh, I actually didn't even see that. It's like, yeah, there is just a, I go a little bit of this sort of thing. There is just a thing right there, right? Bam, there you go. Simple as that. Not even a... Oh, wait, I do need to go and get that other block there first, though. Yeah, this is at least like a relatively simple puzzle now, isn't it? At least even compared to the last one I was doing. It's mostly just, hey, did you notice that there's a thing there? And I did. Thank you very much. No, but then... Alright, so you do need to, like, push it over even slightly more than what I was doing. Alright. If you're gonna be like that, then. But, yeah. It's like, just kind of, like, realize all the points in which you kind of screwed up stuff, right? Oh, there is also a key over there. Maybe I should go get that first. Key is generally pretty useful. There was an NPC who explicitly existed to tell you that. There you are. But let's also go up and explore this area here real quick before jumping into what's obviously supposed to be the next section, the one with pirates in it, right? Yes, here we are. Okay, so there's actually just like 2 areas to go get to. Yeah, just like a button. It's not even like a... I was sort of expecting that if there was going to be any sort of things kind of hidden in the wall. Ah, right, it's this. Of course. If there's anything sort of things hidden in the walls, it would be money. Because money is the thing that... It's like I can't find enough of it in the world, right? It is just not there. And although I was able to find something there, It's too mysterious, that's what. Okay, well, I mean, it's very, very limited in the amount of things that I can do now, isn't it? Extraordinarily limited, in fact. Makes puzzles easier. Okay, obviously... Yeah, well, no, what they want me to do is they want me to go hookshot back over here and then use my hookshot abilities to go and get the rocket launcher. Gonna switch out all of my tools here. But then what? I mean, I can just jump up here and everything, but that makes me get the one thing back. Oh, okay. Yeah, that fixes that then. All right, now we can go back and get the rocket launcher. No, I just gotta let Tim Tom do his thing. It's like I don't know how to do the pushing block puzzles as well as Tim Tom does, right? We all know this. We're all only too well aware of this sort of thing. All right, and do need to go and yeah, it's like if I can, it's like, hey, this works well. Is there any way that I can get on the ceiling? No, I mean, it seems like, oh, no, all I need to do is this. There you go. Much easier in that way then, right? I mean, okay, maybe much easier is kind of putting it a little bit too simple, but also, is there any way that I can be standing on a button while doing stuff? No, I don't think so. Oh, how did I screw this one up here then? Because I really can't get rid of any one of the things. Nah, what I need to do is I need to figure out some sort of way to... Oh, wait, no, I just remembered. It's like, yeah, you're on a button, right? There you go. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot about that, to be honest. That's just like, right. That one was actually already on a button, and that's why I was... Right. Okay. There you go. Hey, made it through the devilishly difficult the trap that was, hey, there's one of the buttons is already being pressed. Yes, blasted, really. Not quite how a lot of people describe this stuff, but you know. Do they really attack the magic island too much? This feels like a very good, like Persona 5 style, where you would think that an access to a magical alternate realm would be the perfect way to make sure that nobody ever discovers your illicit activities or anything like that, and yet somehow people suspect you of that regardless. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's like, if you why would you ever even meet outside of the magical alternate reality realm? Especially in the way where you're talking about your illicit activities in front of other people. I'm just complaining about Persona 5 again. Yes, I have seen Yumo's Keeper before. So that is handy, at least. And there you are. Simple as that, really. Thanks. Well, at least it's upfront about it. See, it's just the people out there telling you, it's just like, you'll never escape, never, ever, ever, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for the ticket to get back so I can, you know, get off the island here. I've been stuck here for 30 years. Yes, and the crystals. I'm gonna use that for like heating and whatnot, as stated before. But also, I'm going to be using it for currency soon enough. As you do. I mean, one of the things I could just do is just go over here and utilize the old... Yeah. Utilize the old the wraparound technique, which is to say things wrap around. And then what? Well, I can just block that. No, you can't block that because it's going to switch. You're right. No, never mind. I didn't even notice that up there. But yeah, now that I see it, it's obvious that that is exactly how things work. Now, how about that? Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm done just yet, though, right? Okay. Did I want to do that? I don't know. Well, if I push that... I don't want to push that one forward. What I want to do is I want to pull that one block to me right there. It's already facing down, but for some reason I guess it's stuck on the ceiling. Okay. And yeah, that's really it, right? It's all I really need to do. Yeah, no, I should do it. Hey. Oh, and does this... yeah, it just... okay, so it just kind of goes. The other side of the bridge. You can also just drop right in there. Tim Tom has, of course, amazing knees. Fantastic knees. What a very strange name. But fair enough. Yeah, might still be some problems going on there as well. Indeed it does, the ordinary world. I feel like you're overselling the island here. I mean, yeah, it's a nice place. And everything, but like it's certainly extraordinary, but I don't know, calling the ordinary world seems silly. Alright, what else we got going on here? Got the old cat face in the wall. More secrets. Z, I don't... If I press it on the keyboard, does that do anything? Clearly not. All of these mysteries abound, don't they? What would Z mean? I don't know. Yeah, you're the one with the super key. Yeah, that's what they say, right? Well, that's what you say. I mean, it's like I can certainly use it, but I already found what the one place that it's like I would probably use that on is, you know, I already kind of know what to do with that. I mean, I already glitched my way into it, is more what I meant. Got ourselves in serious trouble. Did we? Oh, are you the guy over on the other place? Yep, Serenity and Oblivion, right? Oblivion over here. An interesting way in which that works. And you decided to make this your base of operations. I mean, yes, you do have magical tickets and everything that allow you to leave and whatnot, but still, I mean, I wouldn't be hanging around here too much. And yeah, I remember this. Easy money, baby. Simple as that. This has got to be a reference to something. I remember this because it's just like, what is... I don't... What is that? Anyway. And then I will let you continue working on that. Don't worry, I already stole the... and yep, I did remember that one too. I already stole the fuel from it. You know, I don't... Why would you need an anchor? Between this and Mittens, playing 2 games right now where characters speak in emoticons. Like, the thing with boats, I mean, can you not make your ship stop floating? Because that's the only reason why you would need a... That's the only reason why you could possibly need a yoink. Well, that one was easy. The only reason why you would possibly need an anchor there. Okay, I was making this puzzle way harder than it actually is. I mean, it's like all you really need to do is just, you know, go over here, grab the first crystal, easy as that. I mean, that's just like, that's like nothing. Can't believe how simple that entire thing is. And then pretty much over here, you just go walk, push that on there, and I'm sure this puzzle is probably supposed to be more complicated than this, because there's like 2 buttons directly above me that I didn't even use, and one of the blocks that also wasn't even used. I don't know. I don't know what I did right or what I did wrong there, but I certainly did something. Anyway, I'll take that key. Thank you. Obviously, there's no other place to go use the various... There's otherwise no other place to go use the various, stuff. Yes. No, there's no other place that I can go and use crystals. So as far as I'm concerned, I believe that's all of the crystals that I am going to get. I'm going to use for anything. Then I think I want to go get you, right? Can go and do that, which is probably not a good idea. Or maybe it's a very good idea. I don't know. Maybe this sort of ridiculous nonsense is exactly what I'm looking for. And after all, that does kind of stop any sort of issue from happening around here, right? I mean, really, all I would need to do past this point. We'll do a little bit of that. Yeah, no, see, this all works out great. And then able to get through here, no issue at all. But that does lead to infinite death glitch. I kind of remember that it's like I had a problem like doing that before too. Didn't I do like the exact same thing? Ah, whatever. Look, I mean, here's the thing. I've already seen this area, which means that I don't have to do the puzzle again. And that's how that works, baby. Thank you, warping stuff. Who would have expected? No, I don't think anybody would have expected that, because that's ridiculous. Oh no, we're all stuck here forever. That's not true. I'll figure it out. Look, Tim Tom's very competent. All right. I mean, I'm trying at least. And, well, don't worry about that. I certainly have more than enough keys. I have 1 key, but that's more than enough. Doing raids. All right. You think? Think that like hiding in the... And yeah, I ain't got no money. Yep. I don't know, where do you get money? I found 3 coins just hanging around on the ground. And it's just like, ugh. That's it. That's all. Who knows, indeed. I'd probably ask her if she wasn't a moose. Stole a certain item. And she sold to a merchant. So I'm pretty sure that's probably those cubes that the one guy has. Which seems like something. And then, yeah, thank you, super key, which allows me to get down here. Hey. I've noticed. So, yeah, I just need to go get some sort of red potion, I suppose. You think that's maybe Bobble Tobble? I think that might be the case. Tim Tom, you know this. It's pretty self-evident now, isn't it? Probably not the one. Okay, so yeah, or maybe the thing just like fell down into the caves or whatever. But then again, there's only one person who really sells magical artifacts. And it's definitely just the cool relic thing that I'm supposed to be putting back there. I think that's pretty clear. All right, caves. This is more or less where I ended off the previous episode, right? Kind of like wandering through here. Surprisingly enough, actually pretty close to the end. And then it takes an entire full calendar year to get back here. Well, that's how this channel works. All the time. Like, what, the second series I did on the third series, I suppose, after Dead Cells, I did on the channel was a Brain Lord, which had, 8 months in between one of the episodes? I'm so bad at this whole thing. Yeah, irony. But the game I'm the worst at is the LP game. Yeah, so I've heard. But, well, you know, hey, Dead Cells coming back on the 19th of this month, so if you're watching this within, like, the next 2 weeks of it being posted up, look forward to that. And if you're watching this farther in the future, know that you can probably go find an entire, hopefully very comprehensive playthrough of Dead Cells by that point. Yep, and I stole the crystals from the person that was trying to do that. Never actually figured out this puzzle. Not that I need to. Whatever, I'm out of here, baby. But I will go up top here first. I'm still fairly certain that I'm going to need at least like one key, of which I can get right here. Hooray! Yippee! Alright, but I do need to actually go, you know, get it. Also do get a free rocket launcher here too, which is just pretty handy by itself, but still need to solve the puzzle though, right? Which I think is probably go push you over here. If that falls down there, that's good, I think. Is it? Yes. Is it? Yes. Is it? Okay, I don't know. Can also go just like over here and you can, I mean, I could have also pushed that, I suppose. It wasn't entirely necessary, but whatever, it's fine. No, I think the way I want to do this is that I actually want to, no, I do want to have you fall down here. But then it's like, yeah, that falls back up here then. And then if I push this, I can go and like push this stuff around here then. Is this what I actually want to do now that I'm thinking about it? Because obviously I can get the key, but then I have no way of getting back from that point, right? No, I think the way that I really should be doing this is, instead of the thing that I was trying to do, just do this. There you go. That makes things so much easier, I think. And with that, that should mostly allow me to do what I want. Yeah, but then it's just like all I need to do is just press the button there. And close. Very close, in fact. No, I think it's pretty clear that it's like the... What I could end up doing, though, too, and what I will probably end up doing here is instead Go over here. Same basic thing that I was doing before. You know, block the laser and all that sort of stuff. But then just like push you down here, right? Because with that, all I need to do then is go and get that onto the button, and that should kind of set everything up. Because yeah, with that, then I can go right over here. Bam, bam, bam. And one more. There you go. Very nice, very nice. Now the only thing is that I need to go reverse gravity right here. Grab that, and then I can just jump right back down, use the thing, and we are good. That's how you do it, baby. And really, it's just like a go push you off of the button here, which will allow me to then go to the chest. There you are. Simple as that. Hey. And I got seeds. Hooray, I guess. Well, continue here, but also I'm just gonna go. What a weird way that gravity works, right? But yeah, it's like then I am also just gonna go back to like the entrance and let's go use those seeds, because just by getting here, I think this sets me back to like the normal map, as it were. Where was it? It was right here, right? All right. What do these seeds actually do? Oh yeah, of course. Starts up the Cat OS. You thought you might have seen the last of that from Transfer Ruby, but well, I think that's probably a joke because I don't think this game's being updated. Who knows? What a very strange thing. I don't know what to make of it, but that's what you do with the seeds. Just grow a cat portal. You know. Like you do. Alright, well, anyway, continuing on, though. I had like one extra key or something? Something. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. Don't like Yumo's Keeper, and I understand. I mean, yeah, I know. So that is kind of... So the relic is sort of the cause of all this, potentially, maybe? I do believe if I go up here, right? Well, there's an entire area to go through, of course, but... It's like, yeah, there's the relic. There's the guy from the opening and everything. So I can see. Oh, with the touch itself? Huh. I gotta get over there before. And I think I can figure something out. Of course. Maybe? I don't know. There's also like a door over there, but I don't know how I would get to that. It's like, yeah, we need... Actually, yeah, I don't know how I would get to that even. Strange. Don't have any other keys. Dang, I could have used that one for the seed, considering that didn't actually get me anything. Well, I mean, I still got this. And the way this works, I don't think I need any of... I don't think I need any of the wooden block things here. Go get rid of that, and this, I should just be able to push all the way over to this. Make that a lot easier for me. Good. Now, we do have the question here of, like, what do I actually do from this point, then? I mean, obviously... Well, one of the things I can do is I can just kind of go, like, walk right over here, get this key. Hooray! Yippee, once again. That's good. Then I should just be able to... Wait, shouldn't I just be able to yank this over here using the hook shot? I think so? I mean, hook shot is very handy in that way, right? Yeah, and although I'm not going to be able to push it, I have a long-range pushing ability right here, now don't I? Handy how that works. There you go. Okay, I think that'll do it, yeah. Hey. Once again, just goes to show you how incredibly good, although I am going to need to... Okay, well, thankfully, due to the way that everything works, I just pull this out of the way so I can actually go through the ladder and whatnot. Here, pull it all the way over here. Don't need to worry about that, then. I'm just like taking a look here real quick. Am I gonna be able to... Actually, I should probably go and push that block onto the laser because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back otherwise. Well, by blocking that should make everything easy enough to go through then, right? Yeah, I'm fairly certain. And take the hook shot because the hook shot tends to, you know, more often than not be pretty useful. Yep, of course. Another one being used right here. Okay. Pulling this one forward is not going to do anything for me. Clearly. Besides, I actually don't really need to pull that one forward at all. Because the reality is that I can hook shot my way. Oh, and hit that one too. I can hook shot my way right across the first laser beam there. Just do that. So don't even need to really worry about it. And thanks to the old wraparound, we'll just do that. Grab a little bit of you. And although I'm going to need to go back over here, just climb up on this. And there you go, easy as that. I do remember this puzzle pretty well from the first time that I did it. Is at least relatively simple. I could also just use the wraparound, but whatever. Look, Tim Tom's legs work extremely well. All right. First off... I see. Okay. I'm gonna see kind of how they want me to do this stuff here. So number one, gonna want to push that one there. Number two, gonna want to step on this so that I can get rid of that block. All right. Good, handy. Makes it real easy, nice and easy like. Can get that so that I can have everything pushed there, right? But I don't think that's really what I want to do. I think what I want to do is I want to block this, of course. All right. From here, it's like, yeah. You can see that there is going to be... And if I don't want to walk even one more step because that will send me directly into the laser, which I will not make me happy. But that will get pushed off thanks to that. All right. That is more or less what I am looking at. The only thing is I really just want to, like... Yeah, then what I'm really looking at right now is that I just need to... Well, no, because the button is pressed, I can instead move around here. Yes. And then bam... Shoot you right there, and that blocks off everything. There you go, baby. That's what you're looking for. Now I just need to go and get over to the ladder here, really. And that works for this room. Which is kind of what I'm looking for. And random portal yet again, as always. Which, of course, just sets me right on that. Hey, you told me that I needed to touch the staff to get affected by it. You lied. Well, whatever. This is where I wanted to go anyway. Hi. Should make sure you get a picture right now. Hooray. For some reason you get an empty bottle. Well, got that returned. That should make Yumo happy as far as I'm concerned. I think. Gives an empty flask. Yeah, there's clearly more stuff to do. But at least for right now, it's just like, hey, we got the picture. We got to see Yumo and everything, which is still very weird. It's kind of... Can't like talk or anything. Thanks for the stuff, I guess. And I suppose I'm gonna go get the cure and everything that I'm looking for, right? Because it's like, it's just right here, right? Hooray! Yeah, and it's just like, as simple as that. Indeed I was. Or am. And if you want to come back, I mean, I don't know, maybe. And also, I won't attack you. Yoink. There you go, baby. Curse lifted. Presumably, the island has been saved from the Wrath of Yumo because the artifact is back there and everything. There's still clearly more stuff here, though. And just the same basic thing. No, it's just like you get like that empty flask and everything. Should be doing something else. There's so much money that I just don't know how to get. But at the same time, as for right now, I am not even going to bother with this map. Also, it doesn't, actually now that I'm looking at it, it does appear to be like automatically solved, but whatever. I'm going to consider this to be a win. Still, though, as I was saying, I think my plan is going to be that I might come back for a stream just to see, like, what other secrets I can kind of figure out with the game. Yeah, there is also that, which might be a problem too.